I like Khon Kaen. I'm excited. Now that I'm in Eastern Thailand, I'm on a really fast pace. I'm here long enough to enjoy a couple nightlifes maybe, so try to go out and see what the town is like after dark. But right now, I'm looking forward to getting to my hotel. From Lampong to Khon Kaen, the only way I could make it work and make it work fast was to hop on a plane. So I shipped my motorbike and I'll take a plane from Lampong to Bangkok and then Bangkok to Khon Kaen. Sawadee krap. Hello again. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Nice to take a break and cool off and get off the motorbike and travel in a little more comfort for the next leg for Thai city number 7, which will be Khon Kaen. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. First leg of the trip is good. Lampong to Bangkok. We made it a little ahead of schedule. And now, the check-in gal at Lampong said, when I arrive Bangkok, she goes, run.
I guess it's still on time, but you have to run.
Okay. Khon Kaen. Oh, a little bit delayed. Delay.
It's delayed
Delayed by
25 minutes.
25 minutes? Perfect timing because I flew from Lampung, you know?
Okay.
I came Lampung, Bangkok, and I ran. Because it's a very short connection.
Just connected.
But now I can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Have some coffee, work on the laptop. Sometimes the delay is nice. You know?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're delayed today, just a little bit.
A little bit delayed.
Yeah, nice. Wake up. Sawadee krap. How are you? Just pulling up to Adlib Hotel Khon Kaen. It's one of my favorite spots in Thailand to stay. I've actually had a couple staycations here before. Come pick up. Thank you. I've actually had a couple staycations here before and it's enjoyable. Like there's a great cafe right here and upstairs there's a rooftop bar. Really good restaurant. So for my Khon Kaen visit, I'm gonna take you around this little area for about 36 hours. There's even a Farong Street, a soy Farong, and a great gym over here. So there'll be a couple different nightlifes I'll take you on. And I also have Nam Tam join us. She specializes in expat visas and what have you. So I'll be hanging out with her for a little bit and have an expat discussion. Hop around and try sample some Khon Kaen food. So let's get checked in. Sawadee krap. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
Always good to be at Adlib, you know? Just getting checked in here. This is one of my favorite hotels in all of Thailand. Come pick up. Just getting checked in here. You can check out the room. When you go out on the balcony, you can kind of see the view of the lake that's real popular in Khon Kaen. And right next door to here, right next door to the Adlib Hotel, I think the Cherotani or something like that. It's a really old school traditional Thai hotel. If you ever want to see that, you can see the rest of my room here. Nice bathroom setup, shower, and yeah, it's good. I brought the bags up. So, and the rate for this room, I mean, I've come here before when it's less busy because a lot of people come to Khon Kaen, guys in particular, to go play golf on the same golf course. But I've come here for staycation when the rate is a little bit lower. I think the rate for while I'm here this weekend is $130 a night. And I think it goes up to maybe $250.
White and ragas.
Oh, the asparagus. Got it.
Yes, and the sweet potato fries.
Yeah.
There's the salt and pepper.
Nice, man.
Have the
Salad.
mixed salad. This one is a pala dressing.
Okay.
That the chef recommend, and this one is shallot dressing.
Awesome.
Please
Thank you.
enjoy.
Yeah, thank you. So this is where I'm staying, and it's so convenient because I think it has what is one of the best restaurants in all of Thailand. Really, this is Bangkok caliber, but it's in Khon Kaen. I think it's an amenity to Khon Kaen, but I like it because location, perfect. And if you're an expat and you like to go to the bar scene, there's a whole little bar expat Farong Street, just a 2-minute walk away. But here at the hotel, as soon as I got here, I'm off to a really good start, I think, from my 36 hours in Khon Kaen. Had a chance to do a swim. And then you go up to that rooftop. People go out and they do this little walk to the sunset. And then you have a rooftop bar. And then down in the lobby, you have a really good cafe. And the breakfast here is phenomenal. So I guess it's called Ad Lib Khon Kaen. And they have one in Bangkok. And I think the owner is from Khon Kaen, is why he opened one here. I think it's an amenity to being in Khon Kaen. And it's something I always look forward to when I'm in this part of Thailand. So, man, I'm hungry. Last meal I had was in Lampong this morning. And the restaurant is like Michelin rated. I guess you would call it a Isaan steakhouse. So they source the beef from Thailand and also from the US and Australia too. But it's a very well-known steakhouse for Eastern Thailand. So I'm gonna get started with my dinner. And afterwards, I'm gonna go check out a little bit of the after dark activities in Khon Kaen, kind of take a tour around town and poke my head into a few night spots and see how those are. Wow, phenomenal. Man, every time I sit down for a meal like this in Thailand, it reminds me of my most recent trip back to the US, where it's just hard to get this kind of service, this kind of pleasant atmosphere, and an incredible meal. Because when I was back home, we were going out for dinner, spending a lot of money, but the value wasn't there. The service wasn't that great, and really the quality of the food didn't match up to this. So you're gonna get, when you're in Thailand, amazing experience when it comes to dining for really a fraction of what you're paying in the US, and I don't think it matches up, even when you're spending a lot of money back home. Khon Kaen has a surprisingly interesting coffee scene, and I think one of the more unique drinks I see in Khon Kaen, you see it around Thailand, but it seems like it's more popular here, is coconut with coffee. But this cafe almost feels like half cafe, half nightclub. And here's that coconut coffee. They do fresh coconut water, no sugar. Great. I'll tell you what, Khon Kaen has quite the coffee scene. I'm gonna grab another coconut coffee like I did at the last one. But I think the difference here is they really used, you can see them crack the real coconuts, man. Come up here, have a delicious coconut coffee. Fantastic. Right?
Yes.
Arroy. Hello. Yeah, man. Hello. Hello.
สวัสดีครับพี่ยังสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับโอ้ยละเอียดมากเลยสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับรอน้อยทำเลย
Strong boy. You're a strong boy. Yeah. We got all kinds of kids in the gym today, getting ready for the workout. King Gym, one of the best gyms in Thailand, right? Man, it's been a minute.
Yeah, how are you?
Good to see you. Yeah, good, good. You know,
Yeah.
back in Khon Kaen for another vlog.
Yeah, you live in Khon Kaen?
No, I stay mostly in the south. Yeah, just here for 2 days this time, 36 hours. Making a vlog about Khon Kaen. Yeah,
Yeah.
good to see you, man. Hello. King Gym, right? The best in Thailand. Got all these guys working out. You got a good selection of equipment. I forgot how much is a day? One day, how much?
50 baht.
50 baht, 50 baht for 1 day. So I'm keeping the workouts going on this 30 Thai cities in 30 days. When you come to the King Gym, they offer you a banana. But I'm just gonna pay for a day. We are at the Khon Kaen night market. It's a really good market. We're gonna try some local food. I'm walking with Namtan.
Hello.
Namtan has a visa shop. She helps a lot of expats with visas, and we're gonna talk about that stuff. We're gonna talk about visas, We're also going to talk about, since this is Khon Kaen and we're located in Isaan, Eastern Thailand.
Yes.
And for some reason, a lot of you guys watching and a lot of foreigners love Isaan women. Is that true? So we're going to talk a little bit about that, dating Isaan women. What else we're going to talk about? Oh, some mistakes that she sees foreigners make when they try to move here. So if you're thinking about moving to Thailand, Namtan seen it all. Talk about mistakes. And I think we'll just wrap up. There's a little street over here where a lot of expats hang out. We're gonna walk down there, but for now, try some food. Look at this. This guy's barbecuing chicken. Barbecue chicken's so famous in Isaan, yeah?
Yes.
Wow. What else do we have here? So we just ordered this beautiful papaya salad. It's so yummy. And every time you say you're coming to Khon Kaen, like when I tell people wherever I am in Thailand, I'm going to Isaan, they say, ooh, som tom,
Papaya salad som tam.
som tom, right?
Papaya.
I mean, this is the kind of the place, Isaan, where this is originated from, I think. Okay. Very good. Okay, so Namtan, let's have a little discussion. For those guys watching, I've been in Thailand long enough to have met enough foreign guys like me, and I've seen it even being in Khon Kaen, that for some reason foreigners really love girls from Isaan, from Eastern Thailand. Why? Why do you think?
Hardworking. They are hardworking. Come from the simple family. Down to earth.
And they look good too.
They look good. Attractive. Yes.
What do you think, coming from an experience as being an Isaan woman, what do Isaan women think about foreign guys?
Westerner and Thai, Isaan people, we just look completely different in physical. It's attractive. White skin, big nose, and Isaan girl has a black long hair.
Contrast.
Contrast.
So you're saying the Isaan girl is attracted to a very different looking man.
And the Westerner are attractive for Isaan girl.
Oh, why?
Just look different.
Yeah. Okay, now Namtan, pause for a minute. There's some guys that just listen to you say that, and I know what they're thinking, and they're gonna probably type a comment right now. Isaan girl likes the Farong because he's an ATM.
Different people have different.
But you know what I mean? The thought is, yeah, of course the Isaan girl likes the foreigner. It's a money machine. That's what a lot of guys will say. How do you respond to that?
It's not ยังค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ Different people have different experience, have different perspective. Some yes, some no. I got to be honest. Otherwise, it doesn't happen for the divorce in Thailand. Foreigner get married with Thai and got divorced after and lost a lot and lose a lot
And
of
lose money? You see it happen?
Yes, I work with the lawyers
Really?
and
Oh, so you're saying
Some
sometimes
cases.
the foreigner will marry a Thai woman, Isaan, and they get divorced and he loses money.
some I have experience to help my
And
client.
then they have to see an attorney.
Yes.
Namtan, question then for you. We know that happens. We hear about it. You see it firsthand. How can a foreigner protect himself better so that doesn't happen?
That doesn't happen. They have to make an agreement before marriage.
Prenuptial? Are there prenuptials in Thailand?
Yes.
Now, will the girl respond differently to that if there's a prenuptial? I mean,
The start of the marriage start with love, but after period of time, 5 years, 10 years, they might disagree on something and then they start to dislike each other.
yeah. Yeah, I was just even reading a story. I don't know why it popped up on my feed, but it was about Michael Jordan, the basketball player, in his first marriage. Now, granted, they fell in love and had children, but it cost him, I forgot, $200 million because he didn't have a prenuptial. And now, of course, with his new one. But it reminded me, too, that as men, I think there's nothing wrong with that, to get a prenuptial. Right?
There's nothing wrong with it. And the mistake that I seen a lot is foreigner cannot own the land in Thailand, and then the girls already have the land and foreigner build a house on the land. What they have to do is to put their name on the title deed. A lot of foreigners don't know that they can register their name on the land title deed in Thailand. It's called Chanot.
So the foreigner can register their name on the land title,
Yes.
even though they're not Thai,
No, they don't have to be Thai.
Really?
Yes, they can.
which protects them from losing their...
Their house.
Okay. Okay, so back to the original question, which is why do foreigners love Isaan girls so much? And it seems to be a common theme throughout Thailand. Let's ask this question. If you're a foreigner watching, and maybe you have experience with Thailand, maybe not, what do you think is the best way to meet a good woman, a good Isaan woman? Because a lot of guys watching now too are going to say, all the girls in Pattaya are from Isaan. Yeah, but there's also a lot of great women in Isaan that don't go to work in Pattaya. And also there's a lot of great women working in Pattaya that are from Isaan that I've seen guys form a relationship with them and they're fine. But what do you think is the best way for a foreigner to meet a quality Isaan woman?
Travel to rural area like the northeast of Thailand, the north of Thailand.
Okay, so say they travel here.
Yes, and then approach people who work in the market, the cashier in 7-Eleven, people who work in the bank, the nurses.
Really? That happens?
That's the way to start the conversation. You approach people.
So have you seen it happen in Khon Kaen where you meet a foreigner that you help with a visa or whatever, and he in fact met his girlfriend or wife doing that, coming to Khon Kaen and meeting even at 7-Eleven or the nurse? Has that happened?
Yes.
Really?
Actually, I help a lot of my clients to meet my friends. 90% of my friends are single because they work in the school, work home, go back home and work. They don't have time. And the foreigners don't know where to meet a quality girl. And all of those people who work hard, they don't go out. So I try like
Makes sense, yeah. They're so busy working that then you can say, hey, there's a guy that came in, he's moving here. Maybe you guys should meet.
Yes.
So there's a lot more questions, and maybe we'll have to save this for another video where we take a deeper dive. For example, what's a good first date in the perspective of a Thai woman, and those things, which are related questions. But I think for this vlog, since we're kind of squished into a short time frame, I think we'll finish having a little food here at the night market, and then we'll go to our next stop, which is like a really nice pad thai, and talk about visas. The best way, visa issues, the common questions that foreign guys usually have about visas. Yeah, let's finish this papaya salad. Good stuff. So now we're enjoying one of my favorites. Well, I'm having coconut curry with fish. You're having also?
Yes, same.
Coconut So it's coconut curry with fish, and then they give you all this like garnishment. Then they give you all these garnishes, and then it's like what 50 baht each, so $1.75 each, and it's amazing. One of the best parts about coming to this market, you get to listen to him jamming on the piano like Elton John.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
จานนี้ไม่ใส่พริกนะคะ
ค่ะ
เชิญเลยค่ะ
There's one more coming.
yes yes ขอบคุณค่ะ
Wow. Look at that. Okay, I gotta show these guys. I gotta show you this pad thai. It's just so different. So they do the pad thai inside the egg. I don't think, okay, at least for me, I haven't been anywhere else in Thailand. And I know there are probably places that do it like that. And this one is phenomenal. I think it's one of the best ones. Hold on. I gotta take a picture. Yeah, this is awesome, right? Namtan? Right? I don't know. I think it's the best, for me, it's the best pad thai in Thailand. We're gonna talk about visas. Just real briefly, because it's a kind of a complex issue. I mean, Namtan knows it inside and out. She works with a lot of foreigners, but there's probably a few of you watching. It's a question I get on my YouTube a lot. People asking about visas, and you know what I always say? I always say the best way to do it is don't do it. Hire it. Because the one time I am miserable in Thailand is when I go to immigration. You know what I mean? Those are the moments where I say, I'm out of here. Because it's just a miserable experience. And you can alleviate all of it by hiring someone. And I'm not just plugging Namtong. Even driver's license. It's just not worth it. I had to take the driver's test 5 times. Not because I'm dumb. The way they write the test is wrong. Grammatically wrong. And I told the person there, and they said, we know. And then I did the motorized test, and the guy said, you went too fast. I said, well, what's the limit? He goes, I don't know. But you went too fast, I saw you. Okay, so anyway, to avoid all that pain, I think you should just don't even mess with it. But I think we need to talk about visas. What do you suggest for a new guy? For example, you said your mom's talking to this guy online. What would you tell him in regard to getting a visa? He's in Australia, he's 60 years old, never been to Thailand. But what visa would you tell him, or what would you tell him?
get the non-O before come to Thailand.
And what is a no-no?
Non-O is the 90 days visa that allow you to set up the Thai bank account in Thailand. If you just travel, you have 60 days for free. Without visa, you can come
just
in.
show up.
Yes, you can come in, but you are not allowed to set up the Thai bank account. If you want to save time, you come into Thailand with the non-O. You will get 90 days stamp at the airport, and then you have the right to set up the Thai bank account in Thailand. But if you just come with a free visa, you cannot set up the bank account because you don't meet the requirements.
So pause. As I hear you speaking, the first thing I hear is bank account, and immediately a barrier goes up. Like, I'm thinking, the last thing I want to do is go through all that headache, opening up a bank account. I'm just thinking the easiest, the most pain-free way for a guy watching, he's never been to Thailand, over 50, what's the easiest way to have a visa? Or just to come visit?
Or if you just want to come to visit, you just come for free visa. You have free visa for 60 days.
Show up? Or do you have to register before?
Fill out the digital arrival card.
That's right. You just show up. It's like visa free. You know, I always tell people too that talk about wanting to move here. I think that's the best first step. Come check it out. And don't only just go to the typical Pattaya or whatever, Chiang Mai. Actually hop around, come to Khon Kaen, go to northern Thailand, like where I just was, even at Uthai Thani. Go down to the south, Soratani, Krabi, right? Which service do you do most often in your agency?
Retirement visa.
Retirement visa.
And visa for Thai people traveling overseas, like Australia, Schengen area, UK.
So a guy wants to bring his girlfriend back.
Yes. Khon Kaen nightlife soy
Khon Kaen nightlife soy.
next to the Pullman Hotel.
Martin.
We're not doing another video. How are you, man? You good?
Hi. Good, man. Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you back.
Martin was on the last Khon Kaen video.
I think I was.
Had a good interview with you and
Did
your
a
wife.
New one?
New one now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, just till tomorrow.
Okay.
Quick one. I'm doing 30 Thai cities in 30 days.
ลูกค้ามาถ่าย
So, Khon Kaen is stop number 7. Namtan,
Yes.
what mistakes do you see foreigners make when they show up in Khon Kaen?
They go out too much and meet wrong people. Oh, and
What do you mean, wrong people?
wrong partner, wrong people who try to convince them to invest and
Oh.
anything, and they lose money. Hello.
Namtan,
Yes.
this is like the Farong Street, but it's kind of quiet. You know what I mean? It's not like wild.
Uh,
Oh, wow, look at that. Come pick up.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Namtan, thank you. You know, it's been awesome to hear your kind of insights on Isaan,
ขอนแก่น
Khon Kaen. All her info is going to be in the description of this video.
เข้ามา
So I have a Leo.
อาหารช่าง
Cheers. So that there with Namtan was a sample of kind of the expat street, what they call the soy farong in Khon Kaen. Now I want to give you a little sample of what regular nightlife is in eastern Thailand in Khon Kaen and show you some of these places. It's just going to be quick. I'm just going to poke my head into a couple of these spots, maybe 4 or 5 spots, do a quick walkthrough and give you a little flavor of what the nightlife like is in Khon Kaen. But you can see there's quite a few spots. I don't know how lively it is tonight for some reason, but there are people out. There's a lot of spots that have live music. And in particular, there's one spot up here that I want to check out that should have a nice blues band. And here we have, looks like some kind of nightclub, right? You guys have, what kind of music do you have here?
มีคอนเสิร์ตปะไงมาบุ
Oh
เดียว
yeah, you have a little promotion going on with Federbrow. So the plan is just a few minutes, poke my head into 4 or 5 spots. This place is called Rusty. I know it's going to be super loud in there. That's why I put the earplugs in. But I'll just go in there and take a quick look. Show you guys a taste of what it's like inside. Let's go. This place behind me is called Buoy Bar. Seems like it's always packed. Seems like it's the perfect place, kind of like a gathering for friends to sit around, listen to mellow music, like a mellow band playing, and catch up and converse. But we'll take a look around. I'll just make a quick loop, show you guys what it looks like inside. Tawa Deng, they have them in a lot of towns around Thailand, but they say the one in Khon Kaen is like the flagship one of the most popular ones. And I'm going to give you the way too early walkthrough tour of this place because it's still barely 10:30 p.m. and they say it doesn't really start getting busy till closer to midnight. Well, we'll just take a quick walkthrough to show you what it is. And sometimes you see the band up on the stage in this place. It almost reminds me of old like folk Mexico music. You'll see what I mean by the band, but let's take a quick walk through. This spot right behind me, I think during the day it's a restaurant. At least on Google Maps, it looks like it has pretty good food, local food. But right now they have what you would call, I think, a traditional Isaan performance band. So let's go take a look. I'll head in there and maybe I'll order a beer and enjoy some of this local music. The sign says this is a hip-hop spot. Let's see what's going on. Called Rue Hip Hop Club. Not bad. But nice spot, really nice spot. How you guys doing? Good? But this is my last stop for the night. I'm gonna catch up with you guys tomorrow as I'm leaving town and going to Udon Thani. And as I'm going to Udon Thani, I'm gonna answer the question. Would I choose to live in Khon Kaen as an expat? I'll save that for the morning. I'll get up early. I'm ending my 36 hours in Khon Kaen. It's been good. And I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Coming to you from the Khon Kaen train station. Good morning. My 36 hours in Khon Kaen has come to an end. And the question I ask in all these 30 Thai cities in 30 days is this a place I'd actually consider living as an expat? My answer to that for Khon Kaen is, I'll get to that in a second. First, I just want to mention a few things. I've been here maybe 3 or 4 times. This time in particular, it just felt busier. I guess they're doing a lot more construction. They're building a couple new malls. And they're also talking about making this kind of a medical hub treatment for neighboring countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, those countries that come to Bangkok for treatment. They're going to try to kind of direct them more to Khon Kaen and make this medical hub for like medical tourism. Is from what I understand about Khon Kaen. So it feels like it's going through a lot of growth. How do I rank it? Would I actually live here as an expat? Well, with all the other options around Thailand, Isaan, the eastern side, isn't necessarily on my want to live list, but Khon Kaen for the eastern side does rank high. And I'm doing kind of a running arc where I rank cities. 1 is tourism, 2 is a place to live as an expat. And if you go to the website, theborderlessoffice.com, I'm doing a running ranking there where I update it during this entire journey. So getting ready to hop on a train here and head to Udon Thani. Udon Thani will be the 8th stop on my 30 Thai cities in 30 days. 30 Thai cities in 30 days. On my way for stop number 8, Udon Thani, right? Yeah, this train's going to Udon Thani. And I shipped my motorbike from my last destination over there in the north, Lampong. I shipped it to Udon Thani because I flew here to Khon Kaen. And if you've been following along, you know that already. But now it's time to hop on the train, go to Udon Thani, and it's just a quick train ride. If you look at the map, it's only like an hour and a half by train. But if I would have taken my motorbike from where I last was over in the north, Lampong, that would have been a 10, 11, 12-hour ride. And I just didn't feel like it physically or mentally. So I flew to Khon Kaen, which is stop number 7 in 30 Thai cities in 30 days. And then now I'm taking the train up to Udon Thani, and I'll see my motorbike. By now it's up there at the train station waiting for me. Taking the train to Udon Thani. Okay. And here's my seatmate. He was visiting a temple a ways away. He's from Udon Thani. We've been communicating through Google Translate. So yeah, I'm leaving Khon Kaen, going to Udon Thani, stop number 8 on 30 Thai cities in 30 days.